the world woke up to breaking news. An American aircraft carrier had been deployed to the Persian Gulf. Within hours, satellite images showed a massive carrier strike group entering the region, accompanied by guided missile destroyers, cruisers, submarines, and supply ships. Fighter jets flew continuous patrols over international waters, while surveillance aircraft monitored every movement across the Gulf. Governments around the world began issuing official statements, urging restraint and calling for diplomacy. Military analysts appeared on television around the clock, discussing possible scenarios and explaining how even a small misunderstanding at sea could rapidly escalate into a wider crisis. Financial markets became increasingly volatile as investors reacted to the uncertainty. Meanwhile, countries across the region increased their military readiness. Air defense systems were activated, naval patrols intensified, and reconnaissance aircraft flew frequent missions. Every radar contact, every radio transmission, and every unusual movement was carefully monitored. The atmosphere was tense, and the world watched each new development with growing concern. Inside the aircraft carrier, thousands of sailors and pilots continued their duties. Flight crews prepared aircraft for missions. Engineers worked around the clock to keep every system operational, and command officers constantly reviewed intelligence updates. Despite the pressure, discipline remained strict, and every decision followed established military procedures. Late one evening, radar operators detected an unidentified object approaching the area. Within moments, fighter jets were launched to investigate while nearby ships adjusted their defensive positions. Communication channels became busy as commanders worked to identify the object and avoid any misunderstanding. For several tense minutes, no one knew exactly what the radar contact was. News organizations around the world reported the unfolding situation, but official information remained limited. Diplomats intensified their efforts to prevent any escalation, emphasizing the importance of communication and restraint. Then, just as the situation seemed ready to change dramatically, a new message arrived at the command center. Officers gathered around the operations screens, carefully reviewing the latest information. Whatever was contained in that message had the potential to influence the next decisions of military and political leaders alike. The world held its breath, waiting to learn what would happen next. Stop my story here.